Oh, it's hot. This is the helmet, guys. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, let's dive right into the video.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Nadine here, and in today's video we're going to be discussing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, my opinion on it, how I feel about it, and the vibes that it was giving me. If you guys like my Shepherd's helmet, I got it from the Mass Effect Legendary Edition cache. BioWare's website has it. I'm not sure if they're still sending some out. I was able to order mine in March, and I finally received it barely in June, so I've been kind of playing around with it. It does light up. It's really awesome. It's hot. But anyway, guys, so let's dive right into the video. Some of my points right here and talk about some of the major changes in Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So, some of the major changes are combat changes. The combat in Mass Effect 1 is very smooth now. It's very, like, you kind of just feel this vibe, like they've revamped it, they gave it some love, and you're able to like really smoothly like kill people or kill like Geth or whoever you're attacking. Like you're able to just kind of like flow with it. It's still old school, like it still feels a little old school, but they definitely like gave it some more modern twist where it's not so clunky, not so stiff, very smooth. Your squad is still kind of dumb if you don't order them around, but that's Mass Effect. So other major change is camera angles, and this one gets a lot of like gets a lot of people upset because they took away Miranda's like ass shots from the game. And for me, I was kind of like, well, she's the perfect woman, you know what I mean? She's obviously showing off what her daddy gave her, and so they took that away from some people, and some more cultured people would be upset that, they took that from her. And I completely understand it. It was something that I feel like they kind of were playing it safe, I felt like, by removing that stuff. Who knows what kind of backlash or outrage people would have had about it. So they definitely did change that. It wasn't a big deal for me. I feel like the cheeks without the cheeks, like, I was okay. Like, either way, I had a great time playing Mass Effect. And don't get me wrong, there's still some really steamy, intimate shots you have with some of the characters in the game, so it really doesn't hold back on that part. I think they just wanted to not objectify Miranda, but I felt like that was the whole concept of her design, so I kind of felt like, they kind of went backwards with that. A lot of people were upset about that one, by the way, and I was kind of too, but I guess they wanted to updated 2021 fresh feel, so I think they did the right move right there, even though maybe I don't personally agree with it, but in their minds it was the right decision. So alright, guys, let's hop right into the next point I have, and that is the graphic upgrades. So the graphical upgrades on the PS5, this game runs incredible. It's quick. The loading times are really fast. I never really had any like lag, or nothing was really like, the speed. I'm not sure if it's the PS5 that's able to like, process faster. I'm not sure. But definitely on computer, people are probably like, able to have all these crazy colors and pump it up and overclock everything, and it's like, even more. But it's still basically on my PS5. It runs great. Like it literally runs great. It feels great. It's new. The colors are very vibrant in the game. On the galaxy map, like the colors are just like blowing out of the screen. Like I just felt blown away by the graphical upgrades. Everything's sharper, more detailed. You can see people's detail on their face. Liara looks more blue. Rex's orange face right here, like his little flame looking thing, is like really sharp, and like the color just bounces off his forehead, and it's great, and I love it. I'm living for it. And Commander Anderson, though, like he legit looks like he was like in a morgue or something. Like his face is like, it scared me when I saw it for the first time. I was like, damn, they did Anderson so dirty. But he's such a great character. In the last game he looks a little better in Mass Effect 3, but in the beginning he was looking real rough for me. But anyway, guys, those are just some minor small differences that you'll tell throughout the game. Back then in 2007, like they didn't have all that we have now with like graphics cards, and they're able to process at 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second, and they didn't have that back then. So I mean, I still appreciate the game back then. Looking back now, it definitely was a little duller, but now they're able to shoot up that saturation and get like all these awesome colors, and it definitely works. It's updated for 2021. It's incredible, and that's just another point. Another point I want to make, though, guys, is that the Mako. So the Mako for me when I was you know, driving around the planets. I was trying to do everything, and I pretty much like basically went to almost every planet. It took a really long time. Like I felt like I was suffering because I kept wanting to do it every day. But I was driving the Mako around, and it's still very clunky. Like if you don't know what direction you're turning your analog stick, like it just starts to suck. Like I learned that immediately right off the bat, that was gonna be like a hard time dealing with that. But they definitely did. It is a little bit smoother, but it's still kind of like the way that it always was. It definitely gets better in number 2. Is it number 2 or number 3? Yeah, it gets better in number 2, but number 3 you don't have that. You can't land on planets anymore, but you know, that's fine. They took that. It didn't. I was really tired of going to each single planet and landing on it. Like it was just something that I felt like, I don't know, I just kept doing it, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't keep doing this to myself, you know. It had really interesting stories though. But anyway, guys, so, you know, other than those couple of changes that they made, visually, it's an incredible game. Story-wise, it's even better, and I didn't think that back then, all those years ago, 2007, 2010, 2012, felt like I didn't really care much about the writing in the game. I did appreciate it. It was well written. It did touch me, but now, you know, playing it 10 years later, really it makes me see how incredible the storytelling was. It's touched me even deeper. Representation wise, it really was, you know, way ahead of its time, and I could really appreciate this game for what it is. I definitely hope you guys think about picking it up in the future, maybe when it goes on sale. I picked it up right away. I knew right off the bat I wanted to get it. I saw that they announced it. I was like, oh my god, they can't be doing this. This is incredible, and it made me excited about games. Past, you know, BioWare, Bethesda, you know, a lot of these big companies have not really cared about us as much. I really care about, you know, like how it affects the player, and it's sad because that's the way the industry was going and is going. And announcing this game really gave BioWare a good chance to kind of redeem themselves because of Andromeda. They kind of were able to, you know, hopefully in Mass Effect 4, they're able to continue this legacy of this trilogy. And I'm kind of a little worried about it because I already know, like, as much as you guys are very disappointed, and hopefully we don't get let down. I know there's like a slim chance to none that might not happen, but you know, I'm really rooting for them. I hope that they do create Mass Effect 4 with the end in mind, that, you know, a lot of people care about this game. A lot of people are rooting for this game. A lot of people love the storytelling. A lot of people enjoy it, and I really hope that they put care into it like they did all those years ago. Now, that just might be a fantasy land for most of us. But yeah, guys, so let me know down in the comments below what you guys feel about Mass Effect Legendary Edition, how you guys have been doing playing it, if you guys encountered anything new that you guys have seen. I played through it 2 times. That's already like, so like maybe like a total of like 90 hours or something like that. But still, that's a lot of hours, and then to keep playing the trilogy over and over again is like, it's insane. I definitely want to do it. Most likely I am. So anyway, guys, you have an awesome, blessed day, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.